as it loads up. Hey, and there we are. Welcome to Beyond the Rift. I am your host, Demon Machine. I am joined by Pojam, Vaniel, Rebel Zero, Sean Forecourt Jester, and Brandon DeMarco, aka Saint Vicious. So everybody say hello. Try to do it all at once and really loud.
Hello.
How wow!
You guys suck.
What's up?
You can't do it in sync, nor can you do it loud. So, how is everybody doing tonight? Pojam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Vaniel?
Yeah, look at that smile. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm pretty excited.
Good. Jester?
I'm on the ground back in Canada, so I can't complain about that whatsoever.
That's good. And Saint Vicious, how are you doing?
Working on pre-gaming, doing pretty good.
Good. I skipped over you, Rebel, because we don't like you.
Oh, that's harsh. I was going to tell everybody about how I was running away from a bunch of baby crabs all weekend.
Oh, how are you?
But no.
How did you do with that?
No.
No.
Okay,
It's
too late
fine.
now.
Fine.
It's too late now.
So you're at the beach and you got chased by those little ghost crabs?
No, they were actually not ghost crabs. They were just baby normal crabs.
Oh. Did any of them get you, or were they actually chasing you?
They were delicious.
Would you eat them raw?
No.
Oh. That's the only way to go.
So,
So,
St. Vicious is pre-gaming?
explain
Yeah, they
pre-gaming.
got this VIP night or whatever, this club we go to, and they do a drawing at 11:30 for all the VIP members, and you get free alcohol for the week. So
Nice.
Nice.
yeah, it's not
Sweet.
bad.
Sounds
they
right
did
up
a
your alley
pre-drinking.
from what I've heard.
Oh, what have you heard?
I don't know. What happened?
Things.
Things. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
All good things. Well, mostly. You know, can't have all good things.
Free
So,
alcohol's free alcohol.
Welcome.
Exactly.
It totally is. And it's going to pop up. There it is. As it fails.
Pop
to
up.
Pop up. So, what have we? We want to hear from... Damn it, this is not working. We want to hear from Jester about his experience at MLG. He talked about it on the other show that he does. What is the other show you do? MOBA Weekly?
MOBA Weekly,
Yes.
yeah, with Complexity Gaming.
Ah.
Fun stuff.
So, even though you did it there, how was your MLG weekend?
Overall, positive. But unfortunately, and Saint can really testify a little bit to this, the clients were a little buggy, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a little rant about that last week about how we got to watch
Yeah.
2 games and then 2 games the next day. So, if you're into
Well,
that...
actually, I think, yeah, we did 3 on the one day, 2 on the next, and then we were like, okay, whatever, we'll just play the games, and we'll Twitter update all of them, and then halfway through, half of the consoles stopped working as well. It's like, well, 2 games is too much for it. So, yeah, we were there till what? I think we were there till midnight, right, Saint?
Yeah, it's 13 hours straight of gaming, I think, something like that.
Yeah,
terrible.
we were supposed to be done at 7. We ended up
Sounds
done
fun.
around midnight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So,
I
I
want
mean, it
13
just
hours of gaming.
kind of shows you that the spec UI is not quite ready, and they have to work on it a little bit. I believe it's coming out after Dominion, but I haven't heard anything about that yet, other than it's kind of the next big content patch. Although they have now actually pushed back the Riven patch, and that's going to have the end of Season 2 with it.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be today. It's disappointing.
Yeah, everyone kind of thought it was going to be today, but whatever, another week. People with ELO will probably care, but
Yeah.
I don't, so it's all good. But other than that, I mean, MLG was fantastic in terms of all the people that showed up. Got to meet all the teams. Got to meet St. Vicious. We interviewed Dandin, Reggie. We had a hot shot up there, of course, because they won the entire thing, $12,000, no problem.
Nice.
And overall, the people were very friendly. We were asked to do a very basic kind of casting, try to introduce everyone to it, and I feel that we delivered that. And I don't think anyone would disagree that we got basic down pat.
got a bit wrong on the advanced part, but basic is a good place to start.
Yes.
We had a lot of people that were like, oh, well, we have no idea anything here about League of Legends, so we kept it easy, we kept it basic, and yeah, I don't know, we do advanced, we scare off the basic. We do
Yeah.
basic, we piss off the advanced.
You
Like,
really had
what
to
do
stay with the basic because you're on a whole new, stream. Well, not new. Yeah, it is new for MLG. They're bringing a different audience. Granted, most of them are already League of Legends players, but there are a lot of carryovers from StarCraft and Call of Duty and stuff, and so you don't want to scare them off by just talking straight lull speak all day because then they'll walk in and walk out, and we want to intermingle all the games to get the best quality experience for everybody.
Yeah, and you gotta kind of cater to the bottom denomination in that case, just like,
Yep.
casual games, World of Warcraft, that kind of stuff. But the whole seating arrangement, was weird because we had no seats whatsoever for League of Legends spectators. We all just kind of crowding around everyone in a bubble. How did that feel, Brandon? Like, having that big bubble around you guys as you're playing your games?
That was weird. I don't know. I mean, I like, there's people that they sit out there because we got there I think like 9 in the morning, and then they said we didn't leave till midnight, and they literally just stood there for that long, like 12, 13 hours. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I went to bed with numb feet.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
lame.
sure everyone else did too. Now, when
I
we
think-
were up on the stream, we were able to get the Call of Duty section, right? And that was good, because then they all left you guys and kind of
Yeah.
sat down. But we did 5 games. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think MLG's got some work to do, but I'm sure they'll iron it out. It's their first event with League of Legends, so...
Do you think they're gonna do another one with it?
Oh yeah, there's already Providence, Rhode Island, I think is the next one for League of Legends.
Okay.
Confirmed? Because I
That's
haven't
not
heard.
far from me.
I was going to say, was that confirmed? Because we're doing some research on it, and I don't think they've released any official confirmation, because there's apparently some big tension between Riot and MLG about their client.
really?
They expected to get
More than they did. Yeah.
a full weekend's worth of gaming, and it got shut down because of the freaking bad client. And so when you have to do that, you lose on probably thousands of dollars worth of income based off of the stream. And when you have to suddenly
Yeah.
just bork that, then there's going to be some anger. Somebody's going to be mad at somebody else. And there's
Well, did you see the report that came out? 138,000 concurrent viewers. So it's the
Yes.
new MLG record, very likely due to the success at League of Legends. But yeah, it definitely could have been a lot higher had, we had more games, more people to tune in over a longer period.
Yeah.
Definitely would have helped. And, Sundance, he was just like, at 150,000, I'll dress up as Evel Knievel and do the whole intro show, Evel Knievel style, at Orlando. But we didn't hit it. Because I really do think it is because League of Legends, I mean, it should have brought in 150,000 by itself had we actually been able to, keep the games rolling. But
Yeah.
Ah,
Also,
well.
when I was watching it, without the paid stream, it looked terrible.
I hear
Like-
a lot of complaints about the low quality stream for it as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Like-
that was
And that was the medium quality stream.
yeah.
The meat.
The low was, you might not even watch it. I could barely make out who was playing. I'd see these little blocks running around attacking each other.
I think that MLG
Yeah.
is really going to have to think about that. If they're going to really want people to watch this, then the lowest or the best free stream is it's very difficult to tell. Especially if you get in a team battle, holy crap! It's just the red lines and blurs going at each other. It's something that you just can't enjoy it as a free stream, and so
Yeah.
it's going to really drive people away from that.
They're trying to sucker people into buying the premium service, and I don't think that's the way to go with that. I don't think it's the way to go at all.
Yes and no.
Well, I can understand saying, hey, premium service, but it's just terrible quality, and then the next up is great.
Yeah.
I completely agree. It was a really bad move on their part. Really, really bad. Because it was so
hit the
obvious.
150,000 if they had the good stream.
It was so obvious. It's like, hey, here's this really shitty stream. Hey, you can get better if you pay us money.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
that's
was
the
like,
the general motto of GOM TV and ESL as well. And they have similar complaints, but they still make enough money to keep warranting this kind of service. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
oh, right. I'm saying, but I watched those, and, the quality of the stream was mediocre. But I could still kind of follow it.
Yeah. It's easier to tell what's going on in StarCraft with that.
Yeah, but-
It was just bad.
Yeah, but also,
text-dependent games.
People
How many
wouldn't
viewers
want
did
to.
you say, Chester? They had 138,000.
That was their highest peak as
Oh.
we cut off.
All of MLG?
Yeah,
or-
not just low. It was
Okay.
combined.
Okay.
But but the thing is also on that, why would anybody want to pay to watch a better stream when there's actually people out there who stream MLG anyway at a decent?
That's technically you shouldn't be doing that at all.
Yeah, it's technically illegal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not,
it is,
It's not just
but-
technically illegal; it's very illegal. But it's copyright infringement. But I mean, it's the problem of they still do it though. You get somebody with the silver stream or a gold stream, and they restream it, then you're just drawing viewers away from MLG and effectively taking money away from them. But they could have those viewers if they, it's the age old, do we give it away for free or do we charge you a little bit for it? How much is too much?
Well, they're in it for the money. They're in it for the entertainment. So
Yeah.
the only way to keep it sustained is to get a return of investment on it.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, all those people that do ad blocker on streams, they're really just hurting the chances of this game ever coming back. So
Yeah.
overall, MLG was great. The low quality kind of sucks. I know people bought high quality just for League of Legends.
Yeah.
But then they canceled everything. I remember phoning up the Call of Duty guys like 4 hours early. They're like, get out of bed. We got it going on 5 hours early. It's like, oh, all right. So overall, MLG was good. Hurricane didn't hit us at all. And as Brandon said, we might see it at Providence. Do you think you'll be there at Providence, Brandon?
Yeah, we've been invited out, so if they do have it,
Well, there you go.
Good.
Yeah, hurricane hit you guys. Scariest thing, I actually flew through that hurricane. That plane
Did you?
was very rickety. Oh yeah.
How did you manage that?
Pilots at Frontier are baller.
No fear. No
Apparently.
fear.
No fear. So,
Right.
I guess that about wraps it up for our MLG. We have IEM, the New York qualifiers. I want to say they happened last weekend, didn't they? Like, they just happened, or are they
that-
coming up? There's so many freaking There was an IEM in Europe, I know, but I thought they were doing New York this weekend also. And let me go.
Well, they have 3 pre-qualifiers for it,
Okay.
and we've already done the first 2. Like, we qualified with the second one that just happened on Saturday, and then they have the 3rd pre-qualifier. I'm not sure when that is, but the final qualifier, like, all the people who did the pre-qualifier are going to play in the final qualifier. And then I think they're sending 4 teams from the final qualifier to New York for IEM.
Yeah, the
So-
4 best teams advance to the IEM. So, I guess it's the way they word it when
How
they're
many are-
advertising it.
How many are going in the qualifier? Like total?
I,
8 best
I
teams
don't
in
even
North
know
America are battling
since-
for are battling for the place in the IEM New York. Counterlogic Gaming, Team Solo Mid, Team Curse, Team God Mode, No Clue, Rock Solid, and A Picture of a Goose, also with the Button Masher.
Picture of a goose.
That's an awesome name.
I think it's 12 teams. I think that are going to be in the in the final qualifier on Saturday. So I'll have to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be streamed though. The last pre-qualifiers weren't streamed, which is
We
very
streamed.
disappointing.
We streamed our.
Yeah,
our
there's
pre-qualifier.
the player streams you can watch. Like if you're streaming it, you can watch it. But like, there's not like an overall commentated stream,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and so that's
client
kind of
for it.
disappointing. Mostly
Yeah,
because the observer mode isn't out, or spectator mode, whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah, and it's not like these are bad matches. I
Yeah.
mean, so
So what can you do about that? So
apparently not very much.
I guess we're gonna move on to our little section called the rumor mill.
The rumor.
If Pojam or
Rumor
Vandal
mill.
paid attention to that one.
Yeah,
No.
actually I did.
Good.
Oh,
I did a little bit. I did. I was actually surfing I've been on the forums quite a bit. I was in Rochester, New York last week for work, and so I didn't have much to do when I got back to the hotel except for cruise the forums. But just recently, yesterday, Freak posted that they are working on a rework for Sivir. He said he's not sure what they're going to do with her W, which is her bouncing blades. Said he's not sure if it's going to make it like a like where you hit it and then it just happens once. It's like a actual ability, and then they would buff the damage or something. But he's kind of concerned about her side pushing because, I mean, let's face it, she's one of the best lane pushers in the game. So they're not quite sure what they're going to do, but they're looking at maybe giving her a few buffs, but then taking away some of her lane pushing ability. So keep an eye out for that. They're talking about it. I mean, really, it's been kind of quiet. I mean, there was rumors that like we mentioned earlier about the patch coming out this week, but that got pushed back, and So, I mean, there's really not a whole lot out there right now, right? It's been pretty quiet. But that could be due to the Labor Day weekend, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
PoeJam's heard anything, but...
No, I haven't heard anything much about that.
No. It's
no, I
like,
haven't.
no, wait, I was watching porn. Wait, where am I? No, no, I'm good.
Oh gosh, Timo just popped into my head again.
Oh, don't bring
Oh,
up
You're welcome.
Timo.
Thank you, Jester.
Gotta love Timo.
League of Teemo. I recommend all our viewers don't look that up. But yeah,
Hey, Demon, just I kind of want to toot my own horn. I finally got all the skins in the store, so Yep.
You've spent
I
far
have
too much
all the
money on League of Legends. Congratulations.
doing my best to keep it free for all of you. So,
yeah, I saw that post. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'm missing 3 of the, or 1 of the Olympic skins and 2 of the Winter 2009 skins, and the Recruiter ones as well. And other than that, the only other one that I'm missing is the PAX TF. So I have the other 2 PAX skins. I actually hooked Shushay up with the code that I had, since it works once for North America and once for Europe. So
Nice.
Nice.
it was pretty
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, I'm hoping Riot will, let me buy those other 3 skins. But as of right now, 32 pages of responses, and Riot has yet to even look at my post. So see what happens.
Oh,
I'm sure they've seen
a
it.
32-page post. Oh, they've looked at it on
Yeah,
chat.
they're probably just like, fuck this manual kid.
No, they're like, oh, too sad, poor boy.
Yeah.
Can't do
Well,
it.
And yet I can't get a new computer?
If
I work hard for my money.
we don't ask for donations on here, because I just don't.
I'll take some.
Yeah, you shut up.
I'm not gonna ask, but if you want to give them to me, all right.
I just don't.
And
it
there's
seems
the
like,
asking for donations. Yep.
all right, fine. Everybody asks for donations except for me, the person who actually needs it. Fine.
No, you don't need it. You have so many children. Soon you're gonna grow up.
I send them out to work. I'm actually making. I'm what's the word? Enslaving them to play League of Legends. We did that last night and this evening. It was on the pre-show.
Yeah, no.
So
Oh,
Literally,
Yeah, what's the name of the
7-year-old
show?
playing LOL,
and a 4. He's 4 and
and a
7.
4-year-old playing LOL. I'm sure
yeah,
Riot.
it's on our Noobishly Pro show that
Yeah.
we do.
Saint Vicious, would you like to go up against my 7 and 4-year-old in a 2-versus-1?
That sounds pretty intense, man.
They-
Teaching them to rage at such a young age.
I will say,
That was nice.
my 7-year-old has bought 4 characters with all the IP he's won by himself,
Oh,
and I'm shocked. And I got to wake up this
Is he
morning.
better than you?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he is, totally.
I woke up this
Yeah.
morning to
Totally.
him standing over me, like, I'm sleeping in bed, and he's standing over me looking at me, and I open my eyes, and he's like, "Daddy, guess what?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "I beat them." I was like, "Okay, it's like 5:30 in the morning. Go to bed."
He's a true Nighthawk. Yeah.
He
Wow, he's how old, and he's already pulling all-nighters on LOL?
No, he hasn't pulled an all-nighter. He pulls an early waker.
Easy.
He's in bed now. He just wakes up before the butt crack of dawn, because that's what he does. I guess he likes it because it's quiet and nobody's bothering him. Like all of us love it. So, continuing on.
Yeah. So, Mac support.
Has been dropped.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw that,
I guess they
yeah.
are dropping it. I wonder why they did that. It seems. I mean, if they already have it, wouldn't it be really easy just to keep it?
Apparently it's causing a lot of problems, and so they want to stop messing with it.
Well, I guess sucks for all those guys.
Anybody who has a Mac that's in chat, we do feel sorry for you. I'm set back. But
Yeah.
you can
And-
go get a PC, and about any damn PC will run this game.
Or you can just get
True.
like Windows and run it on your Mac.
Yeah. Dual boot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think, well,
Come
and with the
program to do
new, well, and I think that in the future, with cloud gaming services like OnLive and Gaikai and all of those getting to where they are, I wouldn't be surprised if eventually those, League of Legends, for example, pops up on some of the cloud gaming networks, so that they'll run on Mac. But I mean, Macs can easily run Windows, so it's just better for them just to dual boot, use Boot Camp.
Yeah, boot camp. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, boot camp. It's so easy. Or you can get like like parallels, so you can even do both at the same time. Yeah,
Isn't that very resource demanding? Or...
it can be. It depends on what you're trying to do with your parallels.
If you have a computer question, ask Revel. He probably knows.
Yeah, I mean,
if he
it
doesn't
can
know,
be
his
resource
wife knows.
It can be resource demanding, like if you're trying to run a lot of like, especially with RAM, it can get really kind of terrible. But I bet with LOL, it'd probably be about the same as if you just played it on the Mac. You just have to make sure to give it as much as it wants, which might be kind of tricky. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh, Demon, I forgot a few things, by the way.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
You forgot.
No, I forgot they're taking a look at Vigar as well. They're talking about buffing him, making his W drop.
Wait,
faster.
whoa.
Buffing
Yeah.
Vigar. Paul Belkin
Yeah.
is going to be thrilled.
Yeah, Blackguard's already strong, man. They don't need to do that.
He is strong, but they're talking about lowering the delay on his W, so that his the comet or whatever that he summons, it won't have as long a delay. They're going to lower the stuns cooldown, as well as the duration they're talking about, and
So they're
also make-
basically. Sorry, go
and
ahead.
buffing his passive a little bit as well. So they're not
So
they're not sure exactly what they're going to do, but that's what they're looking at.
So what they're trying to do is they're basically trying to make sure that when they Rune Prism, or not Rune Prism, his AoE stun,
Yeah, Horizon, Dark Horizon, I believe it is.
yeah, Dark Horizon, Comet will actually physically hit them instead of like when you hit on them, they just run 2 feet forward.
Well, no, what
And
they're
it's-
trying to change is because right now, even with the stun, you basically have to use the stun to hit with the comet. So they want to lower the delay of the comet so that you can actually hit with it a little bit easier without having to always.
So they're
stun
trying
them.
to make it like Kog'Maw's artillery.
Right. I don't know if it's right. Exactly. I don't know if it's going to have that short of delay, but they're looking at lowering it. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens.
I mean, I can
They
see
said
it.
it's-
It
they've
is
That'll
already
be too
made-
strong in game. It's
Yeah.
1-to-1 scaling, isn't it? Like, I think it's 1-to-1. So
It is.
if you can drop that on people pushing, then they'll say you hit a good one on a carry, then you just ended their push. So it's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Well,
He is the anti AP carry, AP champion.
yeah. I mean, I think if they do it right, if they lowered like the AP ratio or something, I can understand it. But
his
if they just
ultimate
leave
is too
it-
powerful.
if they leave it the way it is right now and just lower the delay, I think I agree. I think it's going to be a little bit too overpowered.
There's a lot because
They're all
a lot of late game though. If you actually look at it, a lot of late game ability power champions have at least 500 or more ability power, and
Left their farm.
his ultimate does like 80% of that added onto his damage, which is, if I can remember correctly, it's like 150 or 200% of
yeah,
his
but
ability.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not. I mean, you got to understand too, though. He's got a very. I mean, his cooldowns are still kind of long. I mean, for a caster, if you compare that to Annie, you know, he's got a little bit lower cooldowns or longer cooldowns. Other than that, though, looks like Dr. Mundo and Scion might be getting an attack speed buff, a small one.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
big
saw
there.
Scion changes,
Yeah, they do need it.
I mean, nothing too big there, but then there's some posts. If you look by Zyphorus, who's Riven's developer of the new champion, said he's gonna be, or she, I'm sorry, because it's a girl tanky DPS, or melee DPS. It says she's gonna be somewhere in
Chick.
between.
It's a chick.
Yeah, it's a
TPD.
chick.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in
Yeah.
between.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, she's gonna be in between like the sustained
Anytime,
fighter
anytime.
and a burst assassin. She's going to be like right in between there. So, but she's not going to have a heal mechanic. She's not going to have a blink or a teleport or a movement speed increase or anything like that. So, said Yomu's Ghostblade is pretty much going to be required on her. So, other than that, there's not a whole lot of other information on what kind of skill set she's going to have. But yeah, I mean, it's the developers making her sound like she's going to be really fun, but I guess we'll see. You know, they kind of have to hype the champion so that people will buy him. So
They're well. If you look at it, they're actually like trying to make her closer to Renekton and Lee Sin in the way you play her.
We're getting...
Yeah.
Oh. So we're getting some chat saying that she does have a dash. Did we mention
Like I
that?
said,
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah, they're making her like Renekton and Lee Sin, kind of type play style apparently.
Oh, cool.
So a jungler. Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's see if she can
Fun.
juggle.
I
You
love
need
this
to, you
stuff.
need to have some either sustain or like fast clearing power to be jungler, or some kind of ganking. I don't know. We'll see what she has.
All right, thank
Lee Sin
you,
right now is really good there. So.
Vesca Violette, for the confirmation on she does have a dash.
Yeah, it's good to know. Good to know. Love me some dashes. And some exclamation marks. And a few other little buttons over here.
Lots of little buttons.
And the
A lot
tilde.
of little buttons. Oh. You brought up a tilde. Oh. You went there.
I went there.
Alright. So, speaking of which, anything else on the rumors or things coming up or other things
I-
of that nature for you guys?
I think that's about it.
Well,
Good.
Cool.
yeah, basically.
That's about it.
No more rumors that we can find out so far, unless there's some that's posted today.
Yeah.
Or while
well,
we're
there's some
talking.
Next week.
there's some things about Dominion that came up. Like Riot had the post like it was like pseudo Q&A with some of the developers for it. It pretty much it was fairly long posted on the forums. It was Riot talking with the two game designers about like how they decided to design it. They went through and talked about like how did they come up with this facts? Like, well, they went and looked at first-person shooters and like took some of the things from there. But obviously, there's a lot of things different with like a MOBA because on first-person shooter, everybody pretty much has the same ability. You can shoot your gun, kill someone. Everybody can do about the same thing. Headshot, that kind of thing. There isn't anything like that in League of Legends in any real way. So, like, it was really interesting to listen to talking about there. They sound really giddy, like really giddy about how it's working.
Oh, that kind of...
Oh.
I thought... Did you say gay?
Giddy.
I heard
Okay,
giddy.
I heard
Yeah.
gay. It's like they sound really gay, and then you say giddy, and I was like, okay, maybe it's the 50s gay. The happy.
Yeah, but they're like, they came up with different class kinds. They were talking about like how they came up with, everybody starts at level 3 and they have more gold. They're like, well, we were doing it, and then we just decided to try this and see how that worked. And they're like, it worked great, so they did that. And the little mobs are going to be more powerful, and it's pretty much they decided they're like, well, we have the mobs in here, but we won't make them more interesting. So let's give them more health and 3 times the damage. Like, hey, look at that. That's kind of hard. Let's do something like that. It was really...
We played it versus
Entertaining.
the Riders, Dominion, and there's a lot of balancing issues with it. Like we played versus them, and like we shut them out every game. Like I picked Pantheon, and then I think Hotshot picked TF, and pretty much every time you guys know how it works, right? How you have to defend a node or
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
assault a node. And it's like every time they leave a node, we just like oh sweet, and we just ult and teleport to their node and instantly take it. And so like there's a lot of things like that you can. This is really dumb.
Vicious, I have a question about that because we had the TF changes and we had the Pantheon global ulti changes in that, but it seems like the Dominion map is a lot smaller than Summoner's Rift. So, I mean, it seems to me like with the size of the map that it would be just, I mean,
You can ult
is
anywhere.
is it big enough to where TF and Pantheon have to position themselves properly to ulti in, or is it
No.
small enough to where they can ulti anywhere on the map anyways?
You can hit anywhere on the map.
Nice.
See, so that I mean, because the justification that we were given for the global ulti
yeah.
changes was because of Dominion, and now, with the Dominion map being small, it's almost like what was the point?
Yeah, even Nocturne,
Um,
once he gets to high rank, he can almost hit almost any of the
But
areas.
Maybe they might be coming out with another map after this one come out, because I
Well-
think this might be a test that they're doing with Magma Chamber.
Well, I guess to be fair, part of the reason that they gave was because when they did have, Magma
Magma
Chambers
Chamber.
coming, so that's never going to happen. but yeah, I just feel like they gave the Dominion as justification for having these global ulti changes, and then it ended up not mattering anyways. It just affects Summoner's Rift, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but Summoner's Rift is honestly the hardcore.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that, St. Vicious. How do you see Dominion and Summoner's Rift in the pro scene?
Well, they already said that they're not even going to do a ranked for Dominion initially, and they mainly want that just to be a fun map, sort of like Twisted Tree Line. And Summoner's Rift is going to maintain itself as the competitive map, and where everything's going to be balanced around it. So, like, take for instance Twisted Tree Line, they have almost never balanced around that. Like, I've only seen like maybe one balancing change, and that was nerfing Dr. Mundo. And that's pretty much all the changes they've done to Twisted Tree Line. So I think Dominion's going to stay the same. It's just going to be something for fun.
Yeah. How much fun do you think? Like, playing against the Rioters, how was it?
I mean, it is pretty fun. Like, the game is a lot of fun, but I mean, there are some glaring, errors like TF and Pantheon and all that. But I mean, of course, you can ban those champions out if they do make ranked or a draft mode for it. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's almost not worth it to ever leave your turret or like your little, your area that you
control
got,
point.
because it's so hard to assault an enemy base, and like once you have it, like you're not gonna lose, because you're basically fighting another enemy hero under a turret if you assault a base, and you're not gonna win.
So basically, well, that makes it a lot different than any other first-person shooter. I was gonna say you have all the first-person shooters that might be watching saying, "Ha ha, we've been doing that for years," but yeah, they don't usually have to do that while being assaulted by a turret. Maybe a tank, but not a turret.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
continue on. I was gonna go completely ADD and take the show over.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh, my other question was completely ADD and off topic. Was what other games do you play?
I played Counter-Strike competitively. I was Cal-M and Cal-I in 1.1.
Very nice.
Then I stopped playing for a while, and then I played StarCraft 2 competitively, and I played Warcraft 3 competitively, and I played Dota.
Dota.
Everybody played Dota.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've never really liked console games that much. I mean, I've played Call of Duty and all that stuff, but mainly just stuck to PC.
All right,
Yes.
so let me ask you.
PC
So let me
for the
ask you this: you playing the Dota game, yes, but what made you want to go professional and competitive professional in League of Legends?
I mean, it's just kind of just happened. Like, I played it a lot. I played with Choster and all them since beta, and then I took
Nice.
like a couple months off, and I came back. And I was like, oh, you guys are, actually like the best team right now. And they didn't really have any spots open, and I think TSM just started up, and I was on TSM with them. And TSM wasn't doing that hot, and then Choster was like, hey, you actually have a spot open on CLG if you want in. And I was like, all right, sweet, sign me up.
Nice.
Nice.
So, kind of getting back to it, since it's pretty much our last topic, and then we get to kind of have free form. Dominion was delayed from the original announcement date was September 8th. That was the last thing I saw, and they said, sorry, we're having problems because there might be server instability. Shock. They're worried about all the people trying to log on and play. Shock again. And, it's what did you expect? I can't explain the rage I have for Riot right now, because they... Deep breaths
All right,
before I break
calm
something.
down. Calm down. All right.
Does anybody else have, I'm sure, the simmering rage where it's... You can't come out with the Observer mode, you can't come out with the Minion, you can't come out with Magma Chamber, you can't come out with all the stuff because you can't fix the shit that you got now. What the fuck? Seriously. Somebody else, have a little gander at that. I think I've almost woken up the children.
Well,
Adobe Air.
I maintain they have great marketing.
They have
but
awesome marketing.
They don't have solid programmers.
No.
Whereas, like, Heroes of Nowhere, Valve, they got solid programmers, but not necessarily the best marketing.
I think Valve
Just need
did really
to
well with the
merge
marketing
that.
lately.
Well, no, like, I look at Adobe Air. It's a terribly designed platform. I mean, you're like the foundation of the game. Like, you can't really like work too much off of it if you have a bad program initially. So.
Yeah, I did find it surprising that they were running it off, that platform. I'm like, wow, really?
I haven't even looked into that. They're running it off of the Adobe Air platform?
Mhm.
Of all the things you can program it in, they programmed it in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not like Python or some other Java. Good God.
Well, first programmer to knock on the door, right? Oh, he's a flex artist. Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
So basically, they'd have to completely overhaul the game to get it working like as cleanly as possible. And you know how much money and time that would cost.
With as much money as
Not
they're
that
making, they
much.
can afford it.
They could.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
that's-
even making. I mean, the amount of money that they have and have access to is ridiculously obscene. I mean, they're just not doing it because they don't have to. No one's
Well,
like, oh my
They'd rather
god,
put
this game
$5
is
million
broken.
towards the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's all your money. It's all gone there. No more money for development. No.
they're also
Well, no.
hiring.
Yeah, they're hiring out the wazoo, and they're hiring a lot of various like C#,
Yeah,
C++ programmers.
You say that.
So
I don't know a single friend other than Rivington that got in. And I've had like 7, 8 people come back to me like, yeah, got denied. I myself got rejected. Just like they're
Yeah.
always hiring. Who are they hiring though?
they want it as the marketing scheme. We're hiring all these people, but we're not actually going to hire anybody. So that way it
They
looks like
offered
we're
me a
really
job.
working hard.
Hey, I
I know.
applied too. I applied for a payroll position, but I didn't even get a call. No rejection letter, nothing. I mean,
What?
They gave you the
I-
big finger.
it's fine.
Yeah, I'm-
It's fine.
I
I'm
met
not mad.
I met Vigar when I went to DreamHack, and he actually interviewed me for a job. But I said I wanted to finish out school for it. I mean, they're hiring on. It's just you have to get in the right departments, I think. Like I know their design team, they're doing a lot of hiring with.
Design's kind of hard though. And, like if you don't study it or you're not innately creative, you're gonna have a tough time measuring up to them.
I
That's
need
true.
to go
Yeah.
apply for the design.
Yeah.
team.
Like they do a lot of cross poaching. Like BioWare came over, Blizzard came over. They contacted the guy who did World of StarCraft RPG, just a random map in StarCraft. Like they really do look at huge credentials for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have it on their site and they have this many people, I mean, they're not just going to hire anyone. They're going to be like, all right, we want the best of the best. And the problem with that is apparently they're not getting it, but that's what they want. So they're just sitting empty. And we suffer.
When I spoke with them, they were basically like, you know, we look for the fact that you have a passion for the game, you know, and you want to be creative with it, and that you can communicate well with, you know, your other team members, and you can basically practice the scientific method, like for balancing and stuff. Like, hey, this hero's broken. I'm gonna have a hypothesis why it's broken. Then I'm gonna test it, and like, oh, you know, and then go back to the drawing board if that's not why. So that's what they basically expressed they wanted. And for like, you guys said like, you know, the 5 million for the tournaments or whatever. Like your average mega corporation spends 8 to 12% of their profit
Income
share.
on marketing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
advertising. So I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, that's all
I mean, they absolutely have to
advertising and marketing.
advertise.
it's a drop in the
But-
bucket.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things that for us, other people, they see them spending all the money on that, but not putting in the effort to improve the core of the game,
Yeah.
even though we know that they're perfectly capable of doing so.
Well, okay, when you start up the game, I mean, do you find the game enjoyable? Like when you play it?
Oh, absolutely. I love the game. I mean, it's a great game, and that's why people get so mad, because they know it's a great game, and they want it to be better.
I'll tell you exactly what the problem is. The problem is they're marketing it as the ultimate esport game. Like, you know, it's super competitive. They're dumping so much money into tournaments and stuff like this, but there's no observer mode. That is the biggest thing that gets people to throw their own tournaments. It also seems like they're holding a fist, or they're holding their foot on the throat of the tournaments because they have a tournament server. You can't just let everybody throw a tournament. You know, that's stifling competition and everything else, and it's stifling expansion. It's stifling everything about the game. This game could be so much bigger, but they're just crushing it with their so many bad decisions. I don't know whose it is. I'm not going to blame anybody. It could be a combination of everybody trying to do something slightly different. But, you know, StarCraft is, when they came out with StarCraft 2, they knew exactly what they were looking for. They made sure to have that observer mode because they didn't have it in StarCraft 1. It was like programmed into a map, and then they eventually worked it in somehow. And so they got observer mode. The only thing that they could do to make it even better would be make basically multiplayer replay watching. I mean, you can already have dozens of people watching the same game, and so that allows for, if you've watched Well Played, they've got the stream with the gameplay with the battle in it, and then they have the two streams on the other side that have each base that show, you know, what they're doing in their base. So you can have so many different things going on at once, bringing in such a dynamic video and audience gathering tool that Riot's just crushing. And it's frustrating as hell, especially when you just want to throw a simple tournament. You know, and it also kills competition too, because if everybody can't just join random Joe Blow tournament. It's the top, 15 teams or so that are just dominating the League of Legends scene, because not everybody... I can't throw a random tournament for my local area. I can't throw a tournament for with any ease. I mean, people would play in it. I could absolutely throw a tournament, but there would be no way of showing it off unless I'm, one of the people streaming the gameplay, and nobody wants to watch me play the game as a part of the team when they want to see the whole team and get, some commentary.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a long diatribe. Thank you. I do take my bow.
I mean, I think when the spectator mode is working, like at IEM and stuff like that, I think it's really good.
It
It's
looks
easy
great.
to follow. I like it. Like even my dad or whatever, he's like, I want to find out what you're doing or whatever, and he watched it, never heard of the game before, and he genuinely found it entertaining. Like he doesn't even know what's going on, but he knows what's going on because you have good shoutcasters and you have spectator mode that it's a lot of information. It tells you everything. So
did you guys see the
I think
Dota
that's
2
really-
spectator mode? They had live statistic being updated on the webpage below what you were watching. That
Again,
was amazing.
Good programmers.
Yes, good programmers. Here we go again.
Yeah, their spectator mode is actually pretty impressive. But the game itself, I think, is hard to follow. Like Dota 2, it's like you load it up. Like let's say I've never seen the game before, you can't tell what the heck's going on. But like League of Legends, I think it's a lot easier to tell what's going on. And I mean, I played Dota, I played Han, and it's even hard for me to tell what's going on half the time.
I did that with,
game.
like, I was new to Heroes of New Earth, and I opened it up, and I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Pretty colors.
Great colors, awesome graphics. Wait, why is this guy turret diving me and living? I don't understand. He's chasing me around the turret 5 times and living. Oh, I got killed.
It's Dota. Han and Dota are a lot faster paced, and that is good and bad.
The one thing I like about League of Legends, no denial. I mean, denial's a great aspect of the game. Yes, I would. I would. Especially me being old school Dota, the ultimate denial person. I would deny as much as I can. Forget killing them. I just deny. Look at the head. I like the face. I like the face.
Speaking from experience right there. That's the...
So who else wants to take the rant totem pole or rant?
I think
Stool.
that was a pretty good rant.
Thank you. I will post that on YouTube, and Riot can take it and they can respond to me. I would love to have a Riot employee on here so I can yell at them.
They're not even going to notice.
Don't hold your breath.
Okay. Well, I will keep pestering them until they come on so I can yell at them.
Yeah, that'll make them want to come on.
Absolutely. Unless they want to come on and take it. I can't go there. I mean, I love the game. It's a fun game. It's not that I hate the game or, hate Riot. They brought a great, entertaining product. It seems like they're doing so many things that they could be doing so much better. And if they did just these few things, like compared to the whole thing, if they did a couple things, they would just crush everybody. But they're the only ones holding themselves back, is the grandioso scheme of everything that I'm trying to say.
What they need to add, it's kind of like what Dota 2 is, jump into
Oh, Saint Vicious.
matchmaking game.
Here's a question. What do you think the competitiveness of League of Legends will hold up to as they keep adding champions? Because they've never specified that they're going to stop. So when we have, 200 champions, that's going to be, extremely insane to balance.
Wow.
And, picks and bans are almost going to be moot because there's going to be so many copies of the same hero in one form or fashion that, what are you going to do for that? I stumped you. Or he
Saint
fell off the
Vicious,
planet.
Yes.
St. Vicious, are you there?
Saint Vicious?
Oh, you went clubbing.
Yep.
He left. He says,
Yeah, I guess it is that time. All right, St. Vicious went clubbing. So, Jester, how would you like to answer that?
Yes, Jester, you answered that one now.
Well, the more heroes you introduce to the scene, the harder it is going to be able to balance them all. I mean, you're going to see the favorites. Like
Yeah.
we had 46 heroes at Dota, right? That's half of the current population. Well, maybe just a little under half.
Yeah.
And almost every game, it was either you banned anti-mage or you picked anti-mage. Like, that's not a coincidence. I mean, you will always have more of a higher tier, and they will fit into that. But where are you gonna, draw the balance?
Yeah.
You're gonna bring up underrated, then you're gonna bring down overrated. They're gonna kind of equal out somewhere along the line, and then we're gonna have a new tier list, and they're just gonna keep repeating that cycle every 2 to 4 weeks.
I just decided how they could fix that too. You have the competitive heroes, and then you have just the,
For fun heroes,
Yeah,
pub
for
stomp
fun heroes.
drunk heroes, like there's a lot of different things you could throw at that.
yeah.
Trundle.
I mean, just
drunk
like-
heroes.
All I say.
Like
Trundle.
if you want to host like an official ranked game, then you have these 50 heroes to choose from, and that's it. If you want to play in just normal games and have fun, you get all 200 of them.
Well,
You
now
know.
you're really splitting the base. Like, what if you got to level 30, never playing one of those 50 competitive heroes?
Well, I
now,
mean, you can have it like
competitive, and now you don't have a clue what to do. You get stomped, and
No.
then you quit.
you can have it to where when you go to pick, like you have the box of here are all the official, competitive champs, and then here are all the champs. Play them as you wish. And so if you
There's
want to get
games that
together
have
and
done
play,
things like that, not necessarily with characters, but with maps, like StarCraft 2. Things
Yeah,
like
but-
that.
yeah,
Yeah, but they can't. But like 50 competitive champions out of every single one, each champion brings something new to the team. If you have 50 competitive champions, like teams would just end up being eventually just be the same thing over and over and over again.
Even right now, they're kind of like that. I mean, you know what heroes people are good with. You almost always see the same bands.
Yeah.
Like Soraka is a top tier hero still.
yeah.
Even like if she's not banned, she's picked.
What bands? What bands do I see? Soraka, Mordekaiser, Amumu, Gangplank.
Orianna.
almost every
Orianna's a
game.
huge one.
Orianna,
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah.
It's,
I
yeah.
don't know. Oriana's great. If she's in the right hands, she's amazing. But
She's got everything. She's got CC. She's got vision with her ball. She's got everything. It's
she's got vision with her
she's-
bowels.
Right now, yeah. I mean, no. Right
Big
now,
brass balls.
she's probably the one AP that will pretty much always be banned in ranked play. She's ridiculous right now. I mean, and that's part of the reason why they've been looking at her AP ratios. I think that they're going to reduce her AP ratios a little bit more than they already have, but
Dude,
she's
her
just
AP
ridiculous right now.
I mean, her AP ratios are, okay, but just her base damage of her abilities are ridiculous.
And
Yeah.
delicious. Oh, man.
Yeah, if they're her, they're delicious. Otherwise, they're ridiculous. Yeah, even
Yeah.
Jungle is kind of like normalized in tier lists. Like, I mean, we almost never see Nunu in high tier or Olaf. It's usually more Gangplanks or Lee Sin or the traditional Warwick.
Yeah. I've heard
Udyr,
Sin's kind
Trundle.
of the main gang or
Yeah,
the main
well,
jungler.
I think I've seen Udyr more in lane than I've seen him in jungle these days.
Mhm.
I don't
Lane
know.
deer.
Like, Lane Deer's great.
Reindeer.
Like, Lane Deer's great, but
Why does that make me hungry?
I like Jungle a lot better.
I know lane deer just makes you want to eat something. I don't know why.
My.
But now,
Well, and the problem with Lane Deer too is once he gets a Wriggles, it's pretty much he has all the sustain he ever needs. He never needs to go back for anything, and that's probably the reason why Lane Deer's so powerful. I mean, you see it with Warwick as well until they nerfed Warwick's lane presence a little bit. They haven't done that with Udyr yet, so I'm pretty sure that it'll happen eventually. But they, like I said, they just haven't gotten around to it.
Well, why would they do that? Because they've already nerfed his AP ratio to the point where you can't really build AP Udyr anymore.
Phoenix Stance was never really well, it was a problem back in the day, but right now it's the fact that his Turtle Stance
Turtle.
Turtle stacks with Wriggles way too well, and that's what they need to take a look at.
Oh, but I mean, come on. It's Udyr. Like, if you take away a lot of the lifesteal and mana regeneration from Turtle Stance, he's gonna be crap in the jungle. If you want to jungle with
jungle. Crap in the jungle.
So to interrupt you guys,
Sorry.
have we gotten Saint Vicious back? Is Brandon okay?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was
Okay.
getting dressed. About to go out.
He's
Oh.
not
About
answering.
to, about to
Yeah.
bounce off you
I
guys
guess
here.
we'll you get leaving right now or in a few minutes.
Right now, actually. My friends are about to drag me out.
All right,
Aw.
later, man. Thanks.
But
for
as for that,
coming.
they did nerf Udyr. I heard you guys. He's fine how he is. Best junglers right now are Lee Sin, Nocturne. They're nerfing Lee Sin. And
Nocturne needs a little bit of a hit.
he's fine how he is. They just need to, I don't know. Yeah, I think he's fine how he is. They just need to put the other junglers in line. Nocturne promotes fast-paced gameplay and ganking and killing, so
Yeah.
I think that's
That's true.
right.
Very easy with that ult.
Enjoy the club, sir.
Well, thank you very much for being
Yes.
with us. Anywhere you want to do any shout-outs real quick before you run out?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Okay. Well,
Alright,
you're
you guys-
come back and join us anytime you wish.
Yeah, you guys take care.
You too.
Have a good one.
Later.
All right, and now our overlay is going to go.
It should be okay. You guys will just stretch out. You might be a little big, but hey. So
Not bad, I swear.
we want to ask stream. Go ahead and start typing in questions, like in the form of question and then colon and then write your question, and we will answer them as best we can. I do want to give a huge shout out to all the viewers right now. This is the most viewers we've had ever, so I can't. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, be sure to check us out next week.
Also-
we might have some great action for you.
So they're gonna disappear for 2 seconds while I get them back, so you can actually see their name. But
Nobody needs to see my name. The hat gives it away.
the hat needs to win.
Shaco?
Shaco? Yeah, actually, my oldest one was playing Shaco this evening, and he thought he was pretty cool. He liked the Jack in the Boxes the most.
Yeah, I heard Shaco's free this week. I noticed Ezreal's free this week as well, so I've used that a little bit in the pre-game game that I was in.
Oh, and for everybody who's viewing this currently right now, if you can't figure out where the chat is, what you have to do is scroll your mouse over the actual stream, and you see a little chat box there. Click on it, type in your name, and you will join our chat.
Good call, Pojam. We have a bunch
Yeah.
of people in chat right now. So, yeah. Anybody gathering questions? Because I was totally
Why
fixing
did
the
we
overlay.
switch from Twitch? They demand
Yeah.
to know.
Why did we switch
Yes,
from Twitch?
Demon. Why did we switch?
What did we switch?
Why did we
Oh,
switch
Twitch
to
TV.
TV?
Oh,
Yeah.
because I was like, what does Twitch the little rat dude have to do with anything? Because we have got we're kind of merging with AbsoluteLegends.eu and kind of hoping to do something also with Own 3D. It's still like a little whatever, but we've got partnership with Own 3D, so we can make some money
You have
now.
partnership faster than I got partnership, and I still don't even have it with Twitch.
Yes, and also we're going to be on the front page of Absolute Legends and stuff like that. I don't know if it's the front page, but we'll have like our VOD up and
we'll do
stuff.
it.
Mostly it's because they're in the European, and so we're not going to get a whole lot of live viewers from Europe because it's
You're gonna have to scale the show back to like 6 or 7.
well,
to catch
that might actually be an possibility. Unlikely it's going to be that early, but once we get the studio done, because me and Revel are working on a studio in my workshop in the back, and once we get that done, we'll be able to do the show while the children are still awake, because they won't be coming up to the monitor and the cam doing this thing. Yeah, if you
like that.
if you get to play, if you've played with my kids, then you know that they are obnoxious, but they are awesome too. And so
They're just really loud, just like children.
yeah, I
generally
mean
are.
they're really loud children. So I do want to thank
And you have
everybody
the
from
Ethiopian
Europe that
style.
stayed up to watch us. You guys rock. And
Yeah.
so I have to figure out how to get our recorded video and put it up as we watch Jester's wife play Halo. She is a baller
Yeah,
on Halo.
is she gonna die? Hold on. Let's see if she's gonna die.
Are we gonna hear a fuck?
You
We're gonna
might.
hear it.
I don't
She's
know.
jumping.
All right. So did anybody grab any
Oh.
questions? Why did we switch from
Dun,
Twitch?
dun,
So there's your
dun.
answer from why we switched from
Wrong
Twitch.
game. My bad.
Um,
Switch from Twitch. All right. I think that's it. Other questions.
Other questions. Oh, I guess we'll do shout-outs real quick while we're waiting for other things, because I'm not going to
Bubble.
forget the shout-outs this time, Jester. You can shout out. I'm not going to cut you off. The first shout-out is everybody's name below them. Well, at least mine, and except for Forecourt's. His Twitter is Forecourt Jester, but below us is all of our Twitters. So just put an @ in front of it, and you've got our Twitter. So please follow us on Twitter, and you can keep up with whenever I'm streaming with the boys.
And there's a restaurant around here called Delaney's, not associated with.
Yeah?
this
Yes, there is.
Common Scottish/Australian name, depending on if they committed a crime or not.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
And so I do want to get a shout out to
Lots of beer.
Pavel, who is one of our
hold on.
researchers, and Kumite. So go
Has
ahead,
anything
gentlemen.
really changed since the sustained nerf? What do you think of the 6v6 custom games?
Hacks. Literally.
Can anybody? I mean, can I host a 6v6 custom game?
So when you say so Sean, Jester, go in more about those hacks.
Well, as far as I know, it's like you gotta corrupt your client files by downloading like replacement files, and then anyone with that same you're literally just replacing game files, almost like a crack or a hack.
Yeah.
And then that opens up the 6v6. I'm fairly sure though that anyone that wants to join it has to also be running those hacks. Now it lets you do 6v6, and I don't see the point to it myself.
Yeah.
It
Well,
could
not
be
only
good
that,
for
but
observers, but
the same hack. They've been able to unlock like the Dominion spells with promote and that, which if any of you guys played way back in the day before they actually removed promote, it was ridiculously overpowered. You get 5 people with promote. Right at the beginning of the game, they just promote 5 units, and the 5 units were basically super minions that would just stroll down mid and take out 2 or 3 turrets before they died right at the beginning of the game. So it's a hack. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of fun to mess around with, but I wouldn't risk a ban or anything.
so only
To
the
be honest
host
with you.
needs the.
Yeah,
the
people in the
edited
chat are
content.
correcting me about that. Yeah.
Thank
the,
you,
the
chat.
host does it, like, do 6v6 on a 3v3 map, hilarity ensues. It's just going to be a for fun thing. But yeah, you could run the risk of getting banned. So, do it at your own risk, guys. I'm not endorsing it, but, maybe it could be fun for you.
Can we?
I
Don't
will
do it
not
on
be
me.
content on my
Streaming
account.
it's
I'll tell you
almost
that.
likely a ban.
That's another
Like,
question.
I've been trying to be very nice to everybody I play with because I do not want to get banned since I've completed my collection.
You're gonna be,
Like
you're gonna be
the word-
playing the straight and narrow.
I'm gonna look at Blade. Just to answer your question, yes, Dominion has been delayed.
Yes, the
I have a
PC
question
gamer is
for
now
you, man.
wrong.
Yes.
They had a little article about that. I'm pretty sure they said the 8th though. Either I have that PC game around here somewhere.
Okay. Dawn wants to know about thoughts about the Scion changes.
Okay, hold
You're
on.
welcome.
Say what?
They're a needed change. He's almost like a dead hero unless you're pub stomping with a team built around him,
Mm.
which nobody does.
Well,
True.
here's the thing. I mean, he was pretty much everyone had to build him as AP because everyone had to build him as AP because that's the only way he would be able to deal quite a bit of damage at the beginning. But AD sign was still viable if you got a bunch of attack speed and life steal. Problem is, it took way too long to get to that point. So they wanted to. I mean, that's why I see why they changed him is because AP was just. He sucked in higher ranked play. He could pub stomp, but as an AD character, which is what he was originally meant to be, he really was lacking. So, I mean, I'm all for the Scion changes. I love Scion, so
And
I'm cool with it.
Pretty cheap cars, though.
and also back on the question on
They are.
Blade.
Go ahead.
I don't quite understand. Like, Dominion has been delayed. They've actually announced it, but due to like we said, server instabilities. But I don't
Yeah,
understand
that's
the
on
question.
our
The
preview.
magazine comes out the 15th, saying
I
the
think he was talking to other people on the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah, the magazine came out saying that the release date was on the 8th. I think it was the 15th of last month. But they totally screwed that up. Well, Riot screwed it up for them. Because I
Well-
was really hoping to play Dominion the day after tomorrow. But that seems like it's not going to happen.
I'm still
Give him
maintaining it's
another
coming out
game.
next year.
So will you sell your
Hold you
hat
to
if it
that,
does?
Jester.
My hat is worth way more than that.
Yeah. eBay. That's where it's at.
Will you shave your head if it comes out the 8th?
No. Anyway, someone asked
I'll
about
shave
the
Demon's
sustained
head.
nerf.
I
You guys
will
been playing at all
not.
with the sustained nerf?
So what do we want to know about the sustained nerf?
No, they're just saying, has it really affected anything? I still see Soraka and I still see Alistar in almost every game with a serious AD opponent. So
I've I played a ranked game, and I was a Tarek, and I had a Kog'Maw as a laning buddy, and we just dominated.
I think you're seeing Soraka for a different reason now than you did back before the sustained nerf, though.
Yeah.
Because Soraka back then, she was a mana battery and she was a healing machine. I mean, that's what she did. So she could keep her mana up while healing her lane partner and grabbing 3 gold per 5 items and basically be able to get a full build without killing one creep. Now, with the longer cooldown on the heal and the nerf to her mana ability, you're seeing a lot more battle mage Sorakas. So you're seeing a lot of Sorakas pumping a ton of points into Star Call at the beginning, getting all those creep kills and basically just AoEing everybody down. I mean, I watched my brother a couple days ago, he got a quadra kill just using Star Call. And it was a 2v4 fight, and somehow he was able to kill all 4 of them just by spamming Q. So there's a lot of forum QQ right now about it too, but
QQ with Q.
See what I did there? But I don't know.
I see what you did there.
I don't know if at this point Riot's going to go back and say, you know what, I think we did buff Soraka a little bit too much. With a lot of cooldown reduction, that Star Call is like on a 1.5 second cooldown or something. It's something ridiculous like that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm fine with Soraka the way she is. She's still very, very squishy. So as long as you can shut her down, you're good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that she's still squishy. Like, as Ezreal, I was able to poke like, I don't know, a fifth of her health every time with 1 Q just on level 1. But she heals still like a ridiculous amount, especially with Wish. And yeah, now she's very offensive in the lane.
Go ahead, Pojam.
No, sorry. No, there was a question that one person, Kenan of Ionia, had a question. Is guess when the Stealth remake comes? It's not really a question. That's more of a statement.
I think it was more of the statement of, the Stealth remake's going to come when
when it's ready.
when what?
I'm assuming it's with Riven, which is like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah,
No.
That makes sense.
So,
Yeah, we talked
That's
here-
probably going to be Dominion.
Yeah, they were talking about it, and they were saying that it was going to come in the next major content patch, but then we get Dominion this next content patch too or something, so it's like, I don't know if they're going to throw in the Stealth remake now, or if they're going to wait until after they get all the Dominion stuff out. But, I mean, to me it would make sense to do the Stealth remake, or the Stealth rework with the Dominion patch, because if you don't have that, you're going to have, I don't know how it would affect Dominion gameplay at that point.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
everybody having fun? I'm having a blast, actually.
Yeah.
I'm actually
yeah.
having a blast.
That'll
Like,
be a
our
question.
chat,
That's
like
a
our
question.
chat's going. Well, no, our chat's going crazy with questions from Goromoth, Blade.
I do agree that Skarner seems to be a little bit underplayed at the moment. Like, I haven't seen him in many matches.
I saw
lately.
Dan Din playing him on his stream, but other than that, he didn't do very well with him. So, yeah, just not a top-tier jungler.
Do I think
Oh.
he should get a buff or a nerf?
He need to extend his ultimate out a little bit more, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. His range, you mean?
No, the duration.
Duration? Okay.
Yeah, it's just too short. Like,
He
you
grabs
put
it
it
and
down,
takes 2
you
steps.
can drag maybe 2 steps, not very far, and then they just flash away.
Yeah.
I think they needed to do something to it. Other than that, like his other abilities, I think were quite fine. Just I don't know, his ultimate seems very underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Well,
It's one of those things of...
Looks like our questions are good to go. Going all that. Any shout outs for Jester since we cut him off last time?
We still got questions.
I mean,
Lots. Oh, the questions are never gonna end.
have you guys seen the reverse Annie?
Jester, how are you liking Star Wars of the Old Republic?
It was a fun beta weekend. I got to play it for 4 days. No, long weekend. Yeah, 4 days. I can see it becoming big. It definitely has the potential of taking out a lot of subscribers out of WoW, especially if they're Star Wars fanboys. It's very Star Wars-y. Like it's going to be a new word. It's just very Star Wars-y. It's very, very fluid, but BioWare still has a lot of graphical glitches to go through. Like sometimes it would just disappear out of cinematics, and it's just targeting like, here it is, an empty room, and I'm talking to people, I guess, but it's just an empty room. So, yeah, it's still fun. But I don't see myself subbing. I'm just not that huge a Star Wars guy.
He does not affiliate or speak for me in any such matter. I would pass out slightly and maybe have a small seizure, but that's okay.
My girl.
The only problem is
my
I'm
girl-
not going to actually be able to play Old Republic because A, I don't have enough time. 3 kids, League of Legends, this show, time, no more. And B, I don't have the money to afford a pay for a month kind of thing because people think, oh, it's just $15, but it's not just $15 when you have 2 kids that play games, and so as soon as you're playing something, they gotta play it. And I totally can't deny them that awesomeness. Especially with my boys are just as much of a Star Wars freaks as I am. Like Star Wars comes on. We watched the Star Wars marathon the other day. That was pretty awesome. I think it was yesterday. Yeah.
So, thank you for the questions. Very fun.
Gather up a few more questions. I'll run a little shout out for myself. You got my Twitter. I'm actually going to be doing that kind of new show. I guess I'll go with Noobishly Pro with playing with my boys. So if you want to, it'll pretty much stream between 6 and 8:30, somewhere around there, because that's when I get home and when they go to bed. And so check on Twitter. I'll let you know when I'm streaming and when we're going to be grabbing people to play. So it's pretty much just us versus bots right now. Depending on how much better they get, we'll go against people. So we need ways to train young children to play League of Legends. I'm going to start League of Legends.
Open up their minds.
Dawn has a question for Vaniel.
Oh, I already answered it.
You already did?
Well, I can answer it real quick on the stream so everybody else can hear it.
Yeah, answer it on the stream. So their question was...
He just asked why we don't see Vygar in high ELO play, and mainly the reason is mostly it's because of if he doesn't get good farm early game, and he's really not very effective later. And the other problem is that he's got some long cooldowns. I mean, yeah, his stun is an AoE stun, but when it's on a 10 to 15 second cooldown, you better hope that they all die because they're just going to come after you. When you got gap closers, melee DPS like Zen, they can just rush towards you and demolish you as a caster. The stun's nice, but if you miss one person, you're pretty much, fucked. So that's Vygar's a great champion. He is getting buffed, and hopefully that'll mean we see him in a little bit higher play, but for right now, there's just better mages.
Annie, Rise, Callie, Gragas even.
The bear is pretty epic.
And Malzahar, especially.
I have a question for the stream. If we can get a pro to join us, which one would you guys want us to get?
Yeah.
We just kind of get whoever we can get. If you guys can think of somebody you want us to try and get, then I'll work my head off to try and get them on the show. So, we got forecourt here. We're gonna have to get Colby Cheese.
It's like, this is the last time.
What? Wait. I was being happy for you because you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Not
to some
like
people.
Not like trolling you.
I'm a target to a lot of other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go fuck themselves.
Hey,
we can see if we can get Hotshot on here someday.
Yeah. I'll try to get Hotshot, the odd one, or Colby Cheese. I've actually asked Colby Cheese to be on, and he said he would way back before we actually really started doing the show seriously. So hopefully he will join us. So maybe we'll go for Colby next week because it shouldn't be so bad. We already got Shishay, who's somebody.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen
last week.
if you missed the episode a couple weeks ago, we did have Shushay, so I think you can still watch that. Is that still on the old Twitch, or is it on YouTube?
It's on Twitch and it's on YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah, it
so
was
if you missed
great.
that
He
episode,
was-
definitely take a look at it. Shushay
It was hilarious.
he was great. So
I will put the link in the chat.
It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when we
Yeah.
started, and he was like sleep deprived out of his mind. Oh, it was
and
really
his little
fun.
dog Nasus.
Yeah, and he was all like, "Wee," like that.
Yeah.
Like
And you got to show us his Alistar mask. That was
Yep.
pretty cool.
Rain Man, Hotshot GG.
He did have a hiccup contest with my boy after we finished the show. My youngest
A hiccup contest.
my youngest son, who was a week old at the time. I was sitting there holding him, and he started hiccuping, and Shushei was so they were sitting there. It was priceless. I so wish that they could do that. Blade, that was a small bit of my rage. That was because I have to be quiet because the children are sleeping over there. And when we get out into the studio, I'll let my what's it? What did I call that section? I fucking forgot it already.
Oh, your
rant?
rage section.
Oh,
Rant.
rant
and
and raves. That's that's pretty basic. I'm gonna have to come up with a cool name for it. But I will be a lot louder out there because it's pretty much soundproof out there. And if I fucking if I disturb the neighbors at 11 o'clock at night, I'll be so happy. I'm going to do the show in my backyard and yell at my backdoor neighbors because
they
they have
won't
called the
raging
cops
out
on
there
us
like this.
so many times. I cannot explain the amount of times they have called the police on us.
For
Revel knows all
no
about this.
particular reason at all.
No
it's
particular
really
reason.
funny.
I
But
have
that's
hits in my
another
ear.
story for another time.
God, we.
But yes,
It'll be a
yes.
special edition. Yeah.
Or many
Yes.
special editions.
I'll just do my own show of Demon's Rage. I'll just get on the stream and start screaming into the microphone for like 20 minutes, and then I'll get off because I won't be able to speak for the rest of the day.
All right, we're gonna see if we can give away some riot points next week too.
Oh, we
So-
are.
Yeah, we are.
We are. When did we?
Yes.
When did we get this?
Well, now here's what I was thinking. I already have all the skins, right?
Right.
So I figure that I might as well, help some people out. So if there's a, we'll pick a viewer next week and hook them up with some riot points. So
Sweet. Awesome.
There you go.
Can't complain.
tell all your friends.
Tell all your friends we'll be
Yeah.
giving out riot points. I guess that's that. Sweet.
All right. So
Yep.
closing ones and shout outs. So go for it, Demon.
Twitter,
Twitter.
Noobishly Pro.
All right.
Hopefully it'll be a daily thing. It depends on how my wife goes for it. I don't want to let her hear me talking about it because she might kick me in the teeth. She might run out here and rage at me and like kick me so hard that I don't know what to do. But I can't explain how mad she'll be if I like try to do this shit every night. She really will kill me. But I'm gonna try, and we're gonna do it because they were threatened tonight. They were like, "You guys are gonna go to bed, and you can stay in your bed because if you don't, we're not playing multiplayer tomorrow. We're not streaming it." And they got very upset.
You have a new handle on
I do. I was so happy about that. I was like, yes, a new way to get them into bed. So, Jesters, what other things do you do? I mean, you do MLG now, somewhat. So, we need to find some sponsors. Anybody that wants to sponsor us, please feel free. We'll be happy to shout you out all day long.
MLG. I think we got Cyber Sportsnet trying to put something together. I heard Well Played is putting something together.
Yes.
That's
Well Played is...
about it. That all I can think of. Other than that, it's IEM and the next MLG.
Well Played is doing a tournament, and so we have no details on it and stuff like that. That's what I was allowed to tell. And
yeah,
actually,
I think they said this weekend or something they'll announce it all. I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, they're gonna be. He said that there's not really a whole lot to be announced because I talked with the Cajun Asian. We had him on last week, which was to take Jester's spot because he wasn't here. He was stuck on a plane.
Hurricane.
Speaking of which, how was that plane trip? Long?
Oh, mine got canceled.
Oh,
I came
okay.
home
So
the
it was a
next day.
hotel trip.
Yeah, MLG put me up for an extra day in the hotel. It was very
Thank
nice
God
of
for
them.
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good, huh?
Otherwise, it would have been overnight in the airport.
Oh, that'd be awful. So,
Yeah.
Well Played's going to be throwing a tournament, and he just says that you have to watch it. So I will be promoting the shit out of this. So keep track of wellplayed.org, right? Not TV.
Yep.
Because the TV is
wellplayed.org.
just the streams. So wellplayed.org, and keep track of what they're going to be doing for League of Legends because they're really wanting it to be big.
Yeah, everybody wants it to be big. It's $5 million to put your money into. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, it better be
a lot of money.
$5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my wife has been glaring at me for a while. I got to go fix her League of Legends. Then we're gonna play her first game ever.
Oh,
Awesome.
I just got my wife her
Oh.
account because she's been playing on the Sun's account for a while, but now she's got her own. So we'll have to get the wives together because actually my other friend has his wife plays.
We'll make a show out of it.
Oh.
Wives
Rebel.
play League of Legends.
Rebel,
while
get Leah to play.
and just kind of stream it.
Yeah, she downloaded it tonight.
Nice. Sweet. We'll make a show about it. Awesome.
I'll try and get my wife. I had her play Ash in the tutorial, and she's like, "This game is stupid," so I'm gonna have to try and get her to try it again.
We should do husbands versus wives if we get five.
That would be cool.
5 of them together. Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. So when we get 5 husbands
And we go get married.
and wives, girlfriends can count too. We won't have to get wives.
Skin job, you're funny, dude. If Halo gets her mad, just wait.
If Halo gets her mad, she's gonna be like, "Wait, what is this? What is this giant beam over my
Is she
head?"
playing on
Wait,
your computer?
What? No.
Jester, she can be playing on your computer, or does she have her own?
She technically has her own laptop, but we're going to see if it can make it run. It's kind of all just splat on the screen right now, and I gotta go.
Well, if
Turn
she
it off.
plays on your computer, and with her
Make
level of rage, be very careful. You might need to put some plexiglass between her and the computer. So, see you guys later. We'll let you go.
Later.
Later, Jester. We'll sit here and entertain them.
No.
So, follow him, Forecourt Jester,
Jester.
at Forecourt Jester.
Or Jester. Check out his other streams.
Yep. Twitch TV
He's such
/
a
Forecourt Jester.
violent, but yeah, we're gonna go boot that up. So come on over when you're done. Yeah.
Yep. Go.
Hey, man, we'll do.
If you're bored from here, go there.
And we'll see you next week.
See you later,
Yeah.
man.
That probably wraps up our
Yeah.
episode number 9.
We're on number 9 technically, but we're
Yeah.
on like number 5 theoretically. It's whatever we want to.
Yeah, it's funny how it works out like that.
Yeah. Don't try and look for the old episodes. It's not going to work out well because I suck at archiving.
Yeah, he does.
So
Alright, but that's alright. Well, that's alright. Thanks for joining us, and have a good night, everyone.
yep.
See you next week.
See you
Have a
guys
good
next
night.
week. Enjoy and
Same bat time, different bat channel.
yes, actually, we lied last time. We said same channel. Whoops.
Yeah, we're gonna go with different channel, even though it might be the same. Alright.
Yeah. So
Good night, guys. Thanks.
All right, later.
Thank you guys for staying up with us.
you guys are awesome. Totally ballers
See
and
ya.
have a good time.